Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Pan the Organizer. So in today's video, we're going to address two common issues found often on our vehicles. So the first one is sticky buttons. So in older vehicles, as dirt and grime accumulates, when you're going to touch the buttons, either of your radio controls or your center console or whatnot, even the window pulls in the vehicle and that kind of stuff, well, sometimes they can feel very sticky or gluey, right? So how do we address that? And the second issue is, well, some road tar. So either tar from freshly applied asphalt when you're driving on the roads, or perhaps you go to the drag strip and you're heating up your tires during a burnout and you're getting all of that rubber stuck on the vehicle itself. So how do you remove all of that? We're going to tackle that in this video. Quick disclaimer, this is not a sponsored video. Nobody paid for this video. And I'll leave the links to all the chemicals, tools, products, equipment, all that good stuff in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. So all you have to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So this is going to be a quick tutorial. So from my 26 years of car detailing experience at this point, and well, tips and tricks also that I learned from many other professional detailers out there, or even sometimes just some detailing enthusiasts that love to share stuff. And by the way, I encourage you guys to share your tips and tricks once you watch this video about the sticky button solutions or road tar removal. Drop a comment in the comment section under the video and share that with my viewers. It's nice to have different opinions, different tips and tricks that work, whatever has worked well for you guys in the past. So first of all, sticky buttons. So we've all seen this in certain vehicles, especially when they're neglected. If you're not somebody that often takes care of your vehicle, you should detail the interior at least once a month, perhaps more often, depending, of course, how much usage you do with your vehicle. Do you have kids that dirty the vehicle up? Is it a vehicle for work if you're a taxi driver or Uber driver, for example, and you have many people coming in and out and touching the different interfaces and touch points and all that kind of stuff? Or you're a DIYer who does some detailing on the side, or you're a professional detailer and you have some gunked up vehicles. Well, inside those buttons, those interfaces, whether they're on the dash, on the center console, on the window pulls, or different controls, that kind of stuff, even volume knobs and things of that nature, they can be either plastic or rubberized material. They can often get sticky, and a lot of people don't know how to remove that stickiness. So they're going to try an APC or an interior cleaner, and that still doesn't resolve the issue. That's because you have to address that issue chemically with something that it is appropriate to not only dissolve those greasy or sticky particles, but also lightly disinfect the surface. And well, the solution is actually quite simple. You probably already have some at home, and it is isopropyl alcohol. There you go. This is what works the best, guys. So you can either use 99% USP like this one, or 91% or 70%. Those are the three commonly found ones at your local drugstore or pharmacy, or even at your food market, for example, a grocery store, whatever you guys have near you. Even home hardware, renovation centers, those kinds of things. You should be able to find those pretty easy, or order online. Again, all the links in the description under the video. But yeah, just some isopropyl alcohol, also known as rubbing alcohol, commonly known. So you're just going to either put this, what I like to do is put it in a spray bottle, so you have it in a spray form. You're going to lightly mist the area. You're going to let it dwell for a few seconds. Take a microfiber towel, gently wipe, and that's it. It should be pretty much done. The flashing is pretty quick, which means it evaporates very quickly and it leaves the job done in no time, and you're going to remove that stickiness. Of course, always test these methods on inconspicuous areas first, because you don't know, especially if it's a customer's vehicle, how old the vehicle is, what's the condition of the buttons themselves, are they worn, have they been faded and cracked with the UV exposure over the years, who knows? So test on an inconspicuous area first, but this should, because you're only doing this once when you're cleaning the surface, it should not dry up the material and make it crack or brittle. But again, just as a word of precaution, take these tips and tricks, be very careful, and always test on an inconspicuous area first. But yeah, isopropyl alcohol works super well on sticky buttons. It's that simple. Sometimes we think of the most complicated methods, but I've tried a lot of stuff over the years, and that one is something that gets me straight to the point, exactly like I want it, and with the finish that I desire in the end, which means clean buttons. And the advantage of this, it's also antiseptic, so it removes those germs and bacteria, and it disinfects the surface as well. And remember, those buttons you touch a lot. Those are part of the touch points in the vehicle. So it's going to be sanitized for your customer or for yourself if it's your own vehicle. So the next point, the next contaminant that we often encounter, road tar. How do you address road tar? So of course you're driving sometimes on the road and, well, you didn't know, but they just remade the asphalt right there. So they added some new tar, or you're going to the track, you're doing a track day or some drag racing. I like drag racing. 1/8 mile or 1/4 mile is my thing with my 911 Turbo S. I absolutely love it. So anyhow, so you might be throwing some rubber particles or some tar onto your vehicle inside the fender wells or on the paintwork itself on the car. How do you address that? So you can use tar removers. The majority of these ceramic coating companies have good tar removers. So if I look at CarPro Tar X, Geon Tar, there's a bunch of good tar removers, but those are typically the entry level as far as aggression is concerned. You usually want to step that up a notch a bit more if you want something that's faster acting or that takes care of the job a lot quicker, because if left unattended, tar can also not only stain the surface, but cause eventually some etching through the clear coat, because you never know what type of acidic products or caustic products are used inside those chemicals on the roads or in the tires. So you have to address those as quickly as possible. The earlier you take care of those issues when you see them, the better and easier it's going to get. So 2 products that I want to highlight today that have worked exceptionally well on tar deposits is this one here. The first one, this is from Koshemi, a company from Germany, and it is Ulex. So this one here is safe on paint, glass, metal, and even ceramic coatings. So this should not damage your ceramic or graphene coatings. However, it could potentially strip regular carnauba waxes or paint sealant, so you probably have to reapply the protection afterwards, but at least this gets the job done in no time. You're going to apply this on a microfiber towel. You're going to blot the surface, apply the product, wipe it on there, let it dwell for 30 seconds to 60 seconds. Never work in direct sunlight. Do not apply this on a hot surface, and also work on a clean surface. So first order of business is to wash the car, dry it, and then apply this on the surface. So apply it on a clean surface, and again, work in the shade on a cool surface or in a garage if possible for the best results. So once the product has had time to dwell, you're going to wipe off with your microfiber towel. This gets the job done in no time. You're going to thoroughly rinse the vehicle after use, and you're going to wash the car again just to make sure you neutralize any chemicals that you used, and then it's up to you to see if you're going to need to reapply the wax or sealant. So if you don't see any water beading properties after you're done using the chemicals and washing the car, that usually means that you've stripped off the existing protection, so you're going to have to reapply. The other product that works extremely well on tar, this is amazing, is from Shaffers Oil. It's called Citral 266. So it's an all-purpose degreaser that is citrus-based. And if you look on the side here of the label, look at all the stuff that it can help to remove: adhesives, asphalt, wax, grease, rubber marks, oil, scuff marks, tree sap, tar, and more. And I mean, this is just gangbusters crazy. By the way, we call it a sealant killer because this, again, will probably strip or break down your existing carnauba wax or paint sealant. And this I would not recommend on ceramic coatings or graphene coatings because it can even weaken those. So this is very powerful stuff. So if you have some crazy, impossible to remove tar, this is probably going to do it. So again, work on a cool surface, wash the vehicle, fully dry it, work on a clean surface, spray that on, let it dwell a few seconds, gently wipe with a microfiber towel. That should remove that, thoroughly rinse off. And I recommend again that you immediately wash the vehicle after use so you neutralize any of this chemistry. And I mean, this is just killer stuff to remove tar. By the way, these products I also spoke about in the other video where we talk about tree sap removal and as well road paint removal. So if you want to see how you do that simply with a bunch of easy to do steps and easy to use chemicals, I'll leave that video linked in the description. And again, I remind you that all these products, I'll drop the links in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. If you have any tips and tricks you want to share on how to correct the sticky buttons issue that you have in your car's interior, or road tar, let us know. Drop a comment in the comment section. Also, if you know anybody that might benefit from this information, share my videos with friends and family. And in the meantime, guys, don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.